team to take you through financial markets. Remember, on this show, we specialize in financial markets, where we talk about capital markets and the money markets, and in particular, how you, our dear viewer, can actually get started on your journey of saving and investment. Now, today is a very special day. As you know, it's a Friday, and we wind up the week in style. And today we have someone from Uganda Regulatory Benefits Authority who will be talking about pension. Now, as you know, earlier this week, the pensioners, actually the new regulations allow pensioners to access 50% of their saving as securities for getting mortgages or home loans. Those are loans for you to actually construct your house before retirement. And it's a pretty wonderful thing that we are going to host one of the moderators, one of the people who actually came up with this regulation at UBRA. That is Miss Rita Nansasi, who is the Director Legal Services at the Uganda Regulatory and Benefits Authority. So you should look out for that if at all you have been saving for your retirement and you're wondering how you're going to actually construct a house for your retirement. This is an opportunity for you as well on this show. Next on the program, we will also be having someone from Zeno Investment Limited. Now, Zeno Investment is a company that specialized in finance advisory and as well finance investments into different portfolios. So they will help you invest your money for you and make your money work for you without even a single bit of your input. All you have to do is visit their website, and today we shall be getting to know more about that as well. Now, I'm already excited, and I hope you are as well. But before we go on with the program, let's have a look at the stock market this morning. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the program. My name is Anthony Sebale, and I am here at Smart 24, where we give you, information that helps you drive your business. We are located at Plot 42, Nile Avenue in Kampala, Uganda's capital. And my name is Anthony once again. We would like to have a look at the stock market and how the stocks have been in the previous 24 hours. Now, yesterday, by the close of the market, these were some of the things that actually rumbled on the market. We had, for example, Bank of Baroda, Uganda, had an increment to 84.62. That was the other day, and it has maintained that as the share price. British American Tobacco, Uganda, has been trading at 15,000, and that has not changed as well. It is still trading a share price of 15,000 Uganda shillings. Centum Investment Company Limited, unfortunately, had a drop in price. It's one of the losers for last night. It dropped by minus 2.43 shillings, and that is to a price of 358.61. Now, remember, Centum Investments Company is a cross-listed company from Kenya, and Kenya is going through quite a number of changes due to the looming election. So that may explain the drop in price for companies there in Kenya. And the opening price this morning, fortunately, the opening price was 367.56, which is a little bit higher. I think overnight a few things changed here and there. And as well, the selling price, the highest price was 367.56, which maintained at the same during this morning. Then Cipla Quality Chemicals Limited Industries, as you know, Cipla is a pharmaceutical company based here in Uganda, in Luzira, is trading at 88, and that hasn't been that much a change. From last year, it has been trading at 88 shillings share price. So if you want to buy yourself shares in Cipla, you need only 88 shillings. Then DFCU Bank, that is Development Finance Company of Uganda, Limited is trading at 555. Nothing much has really changed for them as well this morning, and the high and low prices were at 555 as well. The East African Breweries Limited, that is a cross-listed company brewery from Kenya, is actually witnessing a drop in prices the second time in a row. I remember last week we had drop in prices for East African breweries. Even this morning we had a drop in price. As I told you earlier, this drop in price is explained by the fact that many companies in Kenya are facing challenges basing on the fact that the country is going to undergo elections very soon. So people are probably not as, the companies are not making as much money as they should. And that is why probably the space in Kenya hasn't been going on so well. We have seen the drop in price by 2.47 shillings to a price of 4,384.8. That is for East African Breweries Limited. And as well, the high and low prices have been 4,495.88 and 4,384.80 respectively. There you have it for East African Breweries Limited. Moving on to Equity Bank Limited. Equity Bank Limited is as well a bank cross-listed from Kenya. It has seen a drop in price as well to 1,436.02, and that change has been by 0.18, a marginal change, but still significant when it comes to our stock market here. Then the high and low prices have been 1,438.68 and 1,436.02 respectively. That is for Equity Bank Limited. Now, to change the story a little bit for KCB, Kenya Commercial Bank Group, it has seen an increase, fortunately, an increase in price by 1 shilling, and that is to a price of 1,096.2. So despite the fact that many companies have been dropping in share price, KCB has increased its share price by 1 shilling this morning by close of business yesterday. Then it was trading at a high of 1,096.02 and a low of 1,085.32. That is Kenya Commercial Bank there for you. If at all you want to invest in Kenya Commercial Bank, all you need is 1,096 shillings to get yourself a share in Kenya Commercial Bank. Then Kenya Airways, unfortunately, also yesterday it was doing good on the market, but today it witnessed a slight drop in price by 0.73, and that is to a price of 119.96. Kenya Airways is a cross-listed company as well from Kenya. It's a national airline of Kenya, and it has been doing fairly well on the market, just that now they have a slight drop in price by 0.73. The high and low prices have been since yesterday has been 120.84 and 119.96 respectively. That is for Kenya Airways. So if you want to invest in Kenya Airways this morning, all you need is 119 shillings, or about 200 for you to get about 120, for you to get started right there. MTN Uganda has been having a good week, I have to say, and it is soaring up in price by some small margin, but significant margin as well. We have now the price of MTN shares at 187.88, which is an increment of about 0.52, which is very interesting. MTN is the most recent IPO, that is the initial public offering that has been enlisted or listed on the Uganda Securities Exchange, and it's been doing good over the last week. I think I remember by the end of last week, MTN had about a share price of about 185. But right now, it's a Friday and it's closing the week with 187, which is quite a good indicator of growth right there for MTN Uganda. So for those investors who invested in MTN, you already have accrement or an increase in share price, so you can always trade your shares and get more profit right there out of your shares. The high and low prices have been 190 and 187. Interesting to note is over the last 1 hour, we have had transactions of over 12,100 shares have been traded on the market at MTN. So MTN is a very active market right there, and therefore it is something as well to reckon. National Insurance Corporation has not changed that much. It is still trading at 6 shillings. So if you want to buy shares in National Insurance Corporation, it is trading at the lowest price at stock market, that is at only 6 shillings. So meaning at 6,000, you get yourself 1,000 shares of National Insurance Corporation. Remember, these are risky ventures, and so sometimes when you see these prices going up and down, of course there are losses and gains here and there, but all requires patience for you to invest in some of these companies. Nation Media Group is trading at 623.27, which is a drop of 2.92 from yesterday's price, and they have been selling at highs of 642.04 and lows of 623.27. That is Nation Media Group there for you. Then the New Vision Printing and Publishing Company Limited is trading at 155, and that hasn't changed quite for quite some time as well. Stanbic Bank Uganda has had its first drop of the week. I think Stanbic has been going up and up and up since the week began, but last night it had a drop in prices by about 2.42 and is now trading at 23.42 shillings per share. Then Uganda Clays Limited is trading at 20 shillings, which hasn't been much of a change over the week. And Umeme Uganda Limited is trading at 244 shillings. Now, Umeme has been a company that has actually been noted to be one of the companies that has been doing very well with the highest turnover on the market over the last quarter, that is January to March. And it's increasing its share price this morning to 244.17. That is a 1.74 increase in share price right there for Umeme. Thank you very much for keeping us your number one station at Smart 24. Those were your stock markets of Uganda at the Uganda Security Exchange. Remember, you can always access this data on the Uganda Security Exchange website as well, so that you can keep in the know of how your companies, which are people who actually you as a shareholder own these companies, how they are doing. So we are going into a short break, but when we return with more on the cheaper cash incident. We'll return with more of what Mr. Keith had to say about cheaper cash, what they have to say about collective investment schemes, and that is also Minister Kaseija encouraging Ugandans actually to save on these platforms. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. See you around.